baby, run. Thank all these honeys for coming out here. Thank you for coming out here, being part of this groove tonight, baby. Yes, indeed, thank you, Snoop. Oh, watch your step, y'all.
This is the T-Spot coming to you live and direct each and every Wednesday from the Powerhouse of Podcast Radio on Sister Network. I'm Mr. Undisputed, holding it down. You know what she is, hot and juicy, beige and bougie.
Hey.
And the Bounty Hunter Bill collector, she's off tonight. You know, a little tired. You know, it's Christmas season, so she had to put in the work hours. But I'm here with my main man, all the way 10 toes down, solid all the way around for 40 years. He was that nigga before social media. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. We're going to go way back. A lot of people that don't know, we had a Go-Go video, a movie that came out about 84, 85. He was a little dude on U Street dancing, and Funk was, get it in, boy, do that thing, Slim. You know, hey, look, I go way back with him, man.
No question.
I call him Joaquin.
Yes, indeed.
He was Eddie Kane before the Fire Heartbeats. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fall off. He created the name. My main man, what's the dude that made the Fire Heartbeats? Robert Townsend.
Yes, indeed.
I think he stole it, jacked it, or did something. This is the real Eddie Kane right here, my main man. What's up, player?
Man, it's a pleasure, first of all, to be here with you.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you, man.
Thank
Always
y'all
a pleasure,
for having
Sam.
me here.
You know, man, let me tell you something, Slim. Long time, man. You done seen it all. You done it all. I mean, how you feeling, man? What's life like for you right now, champ?
Oh, man, this pandemic, I'm going through it like everybody else, but I'm blessed. You know, I won't complain because ain't nobody going to listen if I did. But
Yeah.
I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here, you know, another day.
Hey, Slim.
Tell my story.
Man, let me tell you something, man. You got a hell of a story, champ.
No question.
You was doing it way before social media, before the youngest caught on to what was going on.
A lot of people don't even know that, though, big dog. Like, a lot of people don't even know that before hip-hop became cool in D.C. or DMV, we used to get looked at for liking it for being Bammers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, if you rock with it, they thought you was a New Yorker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was, back then, it was Scorpio, Vinny D, and, you know, all of us. Donnell was producing the records back then. Donnell Floyd.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it wasn't until, like Dinka always say, until Fat Rodney made it cool
Yeah.
with the Go-Go.
Come on, man.
So when Fat Rodney made it cool, then it was wildly more acceptable in the DMV. Back then it was D.C. Wasn't no DMV, it was D.C.,
just
Maryland,
DC or
or
nothing,
Virginia.
man.
Yeah, and everybody claimed D.C. Wasn't nobody claiming Maryland. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So look, your roots go back. You used to dance.
Right.
You know, you was.
Me and
Listen.
Pee Wee Herman.
I'm trying to see some
Man,
of the
listen,
dance
you got an oil can for me?
Listen.
If you got an oil can for me, all that squeaking and
You wanna take 'em right
these
back.
these old bones. You know, it's funny. I look back at, you know, some of the dance routines and stuff that we used to do back in the day. It's like how we was talking off camera. You used to could dance and party and have a good time, and it wasn't, you know, you wasn't, how can I say, looked that crazy. When social
Yeah.
media came along, everybody became the man at that point.
Became a legend.
Within their own right. And so therefore, you know, it sped the process up. When we was out there, it was something totally different.
You had to be official, champ.
Yeah, what?
Go home, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it was 400 murders a year back in D.C.
We talking about almost a 4 year.
And we had had a ball. You know, we would have a ball in the streets, but it was dangerous. But we loved, you know, it was a lot different from now. Social media, I think, has taken us over the edge.
So when did you evolve? Because, you know, I know Joaquin.
Right. That was
You know,
the streets.
The streets, the dancer,
Right.
the rapper.
Right.
And then you just transcended. One day I looked up and you took your passion for the music and provide a platform for these youngins
Right.
to go and have somewhere to perform. And then what made you come up with that concept, man?
It started with my brothers, 420 Friendly Radio. We all went to New Orleans one year to the Essence Festival. And so going to the Essence Festival, my man Big Hoover said, man, we would all be so funny, you know, doing stuff together. He was like, man, we need a radio show. And this is before we were like way ahead of the internet game when it came to internet radio. And this is probably about 11 years ago. And so when we came back, Hoover was like, man, we're going to start our own radio show. And that's when we first came online with 420 Friendly Radio. I then wanted to do music, and they wanted to stick with the comedy aspect. So I branched off with the Eddie Kane. I've started it because we all had to have a name. You know, when you in radio, you got to have a name.
Yeah.
Y'all got a slick joint. Y'all was like bodacious, beautiful, lovely. I'm like, yeah, they laying it down over here. I'm fly chicken. I'm like, yeah, he putting it down. But no, when you in the game, you know, you have 11 years ago, it was about trying to rebrand yourself in the industry. Anything you do is about branding.
Yeah.
So I branded myself with the Eddie Kane because, you know, it was like he was the bad guy. And I loved the music and started to try to get the youngins some kind of media presence because back then we didn't have a lot of media presence. We had, you know, people before me like White World and a couple of other ones that did a great job. But we didn't have a real media presence for hip-hop artists. And that's when I decided to go ahead and do the Eddie Kane Show. And, man, we transcended it. The Eddie Kane Show got so big, it was all over the world. All over the world. We brought in artists like, before they were hot, we gave them platforms like a Fat Trail, Dave East, and a couple of more. So, but I was just thankful to be able to do what we did.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about a long time ago. And I remember you invited me out to one of your joints,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
And I was like, okay, how this gonna play? You know, like when I pulled up, I was saying, God damn, boy. Motherfucker Roosevelt letting out in the middle of the day or something. Oh, these young motherfuckers that right here.
Yeah.
And they was in there performing. And I said, hold on. How he gonna keep, you got 20 rappers. Each rapper got about 20 niggas with them.
Definitely.
And if somebody on the mic and that shit ain't right and they get booed, that shit go left real quick. And I'm a man, two youngins about to take it to the street. He rolling the joint. Hey, look, motherfucker, don't make me fuck my joint up or put this shit out. Like, y'all ain't gonna want to play with me. I mean, I was saying like, these motherfuckers listening to you, Slim?
Yeah, like it was. You gotta remember, I'm the big homie to them. They could recognize that I'm an older cat. You know, even though I'm young at heart, they respect what you trying to do. You know, if you're trying to give some wisdom and put people in the game, they respect. Like you get a lot of respect. You know what I mean? The youngins are out of control. A lot for the most part are out of control. So you got to get on their level. You can't come at them and try. You have to almost be an authoritative type of person, like a father figure to some of them, because they've never had it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, motherfucker, listen, don't fuck my shit up like you would at home. And they like, okay, pops, like Chuck would say to maybe some people in the go-go, I don't want to see signs, I want to see the women. Okay, pops, so it's the same type of situation. Don't get it twisted, though. These youngers is out of control.
Oh,
and
my God, man.
It got to be some way that we reach them to kind of like.
I mean, it was just a senseless shooting the other day on BWF Park.
Yeah.
I actually drove past and saw the lady outside of her car walking back and forth from her car. And that's why I'm bringing this up. Like, we losing a lot of women and children.
Children, man.
Yeah.
Senseless, man.
And I hated to deviate from what the normal interview would be about. But I'm just trying to figure, like, what's going on? Because when I grew up, women and children were
Was
all
off
Off
limits.
limits.
Yeah.
But you know when you think
They
about
don't
it,
have no respect.
you know, back in the 80s, early time, those were killers out there.
Definitely.
These dudes are just shooters.
Okay. Now
know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's a good way to look at it.
They just shooters. They shoot
They just shoot anything.
anything, anybody. You
Yeah.
know, back then, if somebody got shot, you'd be like, you must have done something.
Right.
Or somebody to walk up on you.
Or you either was in the way of somebody.
Yeah.
But now it's like they straight up going at the women and shooting the kids objectively.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. Like,
You know, but
when
like
did
you
that
said,
start?
as you were saying, being a big homie to these guys and talking to them. And that's what's missing right here. You know, because inside of each man you see today, if you ever peel the legs off, it's a bunch of broken little boys inside of them.
Now, don't get it twisted.
You know?
Again, you like I know, sometimes we just don't want to be bothered with them because you can't talk to them.
Right.
Everybody's ideology is not the same.
same.
Yeah.
You know, and as much as you want to say, we got to get in the community, we got to talk to these youngins, a lot of this start at home.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but the fathers are not in the homes, and that's the biggest disadvantage that our black men have, though.
Okay, so, but average woman got a boyfriend or a living dude or something.
Brother.
Brother, somebody
Uncle.
living with her. So that it has to be some kind of representation at some point in the household.
But is it consistent, though? It could be off and on living.
It could be. It could be that, but in the same token, mama is a strong person too.
Absolutely.
If you know your son, you can't be your son and your daughter's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be either mother or father.
Yeah.
Or if you do become the best friend, you're going to lose a step or a piece of the relationship
A part of respect.
where it's called respect.
But then, too, when we came up, you know, they're so glued to the internet. You know, we went outside, we played games, you
True.
know, we interacted with the community. You know, things are just different in this era that they're growing up in. So we got to find a way to pull them back in.
True. I just think that a lot of times parents we used to let the television, they used to say the television used to raise us. Remember?
Yeah.
Now they're saying that the internet is raising the future generations. But I hear generations that may be one or two off, and they be like, the youngins now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, but you were youngin'.
Yeah.
But they be like, nah,
but
the
you,
youngins
But you
now.
gotta remember though, it was a certain standing of respect that we lived up to.
No
Like you know
question.
you couldn't do nothing because any adult,
I was going to tell.
Good
I will
check.
correct you.
you know what I'm saying? Now we got don't say shit to my child.
And I think that's a part of the problem, too. You don't want nobody to say nothing to your child.
Exactly.
But
the teachers can't say nothing to them.
Nobody can say that. But
Yeah.
then when somebody or they do something, then it's not their fault. It's we failed them as a parent or tribe.
Community,
The
or tribe,
community,
yeah.
we failed them.
Right.
But it was that you was smoking the J with your kids. It was that you was talking to your kids like you about your relationship problems, or you letting them see what's going on. They hearing you have sex. A lot of that play into the house. I mean, think about it. When we grew up, we listened to what our mother and father listened to. That's how we know a lot of the great records that we
The
know
old
today.
records, yeah.
Would you agree?
I used to
Oh,
be
yeah.
the DJ, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
putting
What
Al
would, you
Green
do,
on.
what would you do every Saturday morning?
Shit, I had to clean up first.
Right. You
I had
better
to put
get
that
up
Al
and clean
Green,
up
had to put that
early.
nigga on his
Every
joint.
Saturday morning, you had to get up with mama and clean the house.
Before you
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Now you tell a youngin they gotta clean the house before you go out now.
They think, woo.
But you know what's crazy though? Mama and daddy never say, look, you know what time of dinner and breakfast served on Saturday morning.
Right.
If your ass missed that breakfast, you gotta wait till lunch.
Wait till lunch.
Ain't none of that I'm hungry, my motherfucker. You should
You
have
miss
even
the
wait.
bus. You be waiting outside till the bus come back
Hey.
in the evening time. But you wasn't coming in the house.
Yeah.
I think times are different, definitely. But I think we are a part of the problem too.
But
Like,
you know
again,
something though? I don't think these youngins are built for it tough. Like, you know how like mama would say stay in the goddamn store, sit in the car.
Okay.
100-degree day.
Right.
Fucking windows up.
We ain't
We ain't get out the car. we ain't even die.
we ain't that.
We ain't die. You know what I'm saying? We sat that hot motherfucker just
Ain't nobody call the police,
shit.
come get
Ain't
you
nobody
out.
call the police or nothing.
Do you think it's a different time though? Like the people, everything is different.
So you
We
gotta-
are a sensitive community.
you gotta
We're a
remember
sensitive
too, man.
nation. World.
You can't beat your child.
But see, that's
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of where we went wrong as a
I say
country.
village, man. You know.
As a village, no, as the country, because the country told us that we can't beat us. It ain't me and you. I think that's a like you said, it's definitely a issue within our community, because when you can't discipline your child, then they know they got the upper hand. How many times have you heard of somebody tell you that somebody say, "Oh yeah, such and such said if I put my hands on, they was gonna call the police on me."
Oh man, I hear that shit all the
Not
time.
in my house,
man.
though.
I hear
I'm
that
glad
shit
I
all-
had my kids when I was
And
young.
working in the school system, they
But
say
have you heard it though?
They say they
Yeah,
get
I
most of
heard
their
it.
calls after school let out. You know, a parent jumping the kid ass. Now, we had one boy stole $900 from his father one day, right? And was passing that shit out in school.
Go ahead.
Father came up and smacked the shit out of him. Daddy had to leave the house.
For real?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. My father always said to me, you even get locked up, you better call your mother. Don't call me mother. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So they locked. So he was giving the money out. The father came up there, slapped him.
Slap the shit out.
Then he had the children's services got involved, I guess.
Yeah,
They
then
told
they
him
called the police. Child services came in.
he got a stay away order
Yeah,
from the
move out the house.
child.
They had to move out the house. So then my mom would be like, little nigga, good to know you got to go. Daddy ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know.
That would happen back in the day.
Like you got more kids running away now.
Why do
No.
you think so?
Because, you know, me, my father was the type like this. If you want to run away, nobody want your black ass but me. But if you decide to go, take what you own, which is
Nothing.
nothing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you be a homeless, black, hungry, naked nigga out on the street. You know what I'm saying? And if we did figure that we was going to run away, we'd be back home before the lights came out.
Definitely. I mean, we had those type of things that we had to do. You had to be in the house before the lights came on. Because if you didn't, you was going to get punished. My mother used to whoop me viciously if I didn't make it in the house by the time the lights came on. And those are the type of things I don't think that we do today. But like your lady said, another problem is that the kids don't go outside anymore. They in the
Nah,
house all
not
day
at
playing
all.
that video game.
And all night.
And all day. And we don't make them get up and go outside and be kids no more. All they do is sit on that joint for 12. But then a parent will sit on that joint for 12 and
Now, that's
14
ridiculous.
hours.
That's ridiculous right there. See, we had that dumbass Atari. And
And
you only got
ColecoVision.
one TV in the house.
And ColecoVision.
Right.
And
or
daddy got to watch
something.
TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
again, how do we change the mindset of the youngest with the murder?
We got to go, first of all, and I'm going to say this. You got to charge these motherfuckers as adults. But now, because the demographics have changed in the city, see, back in the 80s, you caught a charge. You remember old grandmas going on them juries.
Definitely.
Now, these the millennial white folks in here, burn his ass up.
You think that that's what's going to help by sending more and more people to jail?
Well, you got to remember this, too. So I seen this thing on Facebook.
Okay.
And in Louisiana,
Okay.
back in the early, probably before 1900s,
Okay.
if a man and woman had a baby in jail, right,
Okay.
the baby was declared a ward of the state. So by the time the kid got a certain age, he was auctioned off. And the money, he was auctioned off at the courthouse.
Okay.
And the money they got from him went to fund the white schools.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't doubt it though.
You know, if your mom and daddy had you while she was locked up, you was a ward of the state.
I don't doubt it though. I don't
No.
doubt. I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I mean, but you know, as old dudes, as much as we say, you know, I mean, like I said, I work in the school system. So when I got to talk to little dudes, first thing I can't do is,
You've been doing that school system for
Yeah.
for a
all
while.
right,
long
Mo,
time.
all right, cuz.
How do you
all right,
how do
Joe.
you separate the? Because I know you being a cool laid back dude. How do you maintain that respect with them?
I take
Because
it.
you let them. I
I
know
take
you.
So first one we don't do, all right, Mo, look, my motherfucking name ain't Mo, man.
Oh, that's how you go with.
My name is Mr. Amen. So I meet them where they at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
You
shit,
got to.
I'm gonna meet you where you at. I ain't Mo, I ain't cuz, I ain't homie, I ain't none of that. I ain't unc, I ain't none of that, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like, even though when I gotta do the investigations with them, they already know when I come get you from your classroom,
What it is.
I already got the whole goddamn menu. You know what I'm saying? I got all the
I
ingredients.
know what
to
happened
fry your
already
ass.
Right.
before
You know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
there.
So look, here go 2 pieces of paper. This is shit you want to tell me, and this is shit I need you to tell me.
Right.
Man, hey, little champ, it don't make a difference with me. I go home, I go to bed, I sleep like a baby. Now, you want to come back to tomorrow, or you want to come back next month? It's up to you, champ.
Right.
I had one youngin', buddy put a fire alarm, right? The boy that put a fire alarm admitted the shit. He got 3 days. The friend said, I'm not telling. He got 10 days.
Wow.
So we told the father, if you bring somebody in tomorrow, the kid already admitted he put a fire alarm. Just say he did it. He come back to school tomorrow. He said, nah, I ain't telling. Eat your 10 days. And Dad
Right.
was like, he a soldier. I got to let him hold up to it. He a soldier.
Oh wow.
You preparing
So
him.
he condoning the behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we got to call him Brian.
So we continue
Okay.
to perpetuate the ignorant.
The nonsense, you know. And then, like I say, the music today,
Yeah.
the rap music you listen to today, it's like, nigga, that's all I needed was a beat. The rich.
But let me just say, I gotta defend the youngest. Okay, now we had some vicious music too, did we not? We had Luke and the Too Loud Crew. We had
No, we did.
we had some vicious music
But they
too.
was showing, they was just twerking and partying.
But at least you can understand the word.
Okay,
we
Hey,
can't
we
even
got a
understand
call
the
in.
word.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
welcome to the T-Spot. You on with Eddie Kane. Who we speaking with?
Hey, this is Tamika Joy.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Tamika?
Hey, how are y'all?
What's up with you?
Hey.
How you
Happy
doing?
holidays.
Hey,
Happy holidays.
I got Eddie Kane here, the one and only.
Yes. Hey.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm enjoying you guys' inner talk on your show so far. I've definitely, feeling everything y'all saying.
Hey,
I'm being
Tamika,
like,
you got a
yes.
little tribe over there, so I know you ain't got no problem punching somebody in the chest. You know what I'm saying? You got all of them over there, all different age groups over there. So how do you
Yes.
hold the respect in the house?
Well, I come from the village, you
Yeah.
know, and as long as I'm feeding you, and you
Right.
ain't feeding me,
Yeah.
if you can feed me, then you can call the shot. Long as I'm feeding you, I call the shot.
Right.
Do you think that parents try to be too friendly with the children today instead of parenting trying to be more friends with the children?
Absolutely, and it's so crazy because my husband and I, we were talking about that today with our oldest daughter, in regards to being your friends. It's not my job to be your friend. It is my job to be your parent. I can, we can have some good moments on some friendly moments, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's still my responsibility to check you and make you responsible, and make sure that you do. I do my due diligence to keep my foot on your neck, so that when you are old enough that you go out here and represent yourself and also be able to hold your own. Because I'm not going to be able to take care of you for the rest of your life. You got to hold your own weight. So ain't nobody hold the weight for me, so I can't do it for you. So absolutely, I think there's a lot of parents that appease their children by just, want to turn up, want to get lit, overlooking a lot of things to where they feel like they have, the authority to feel the same shoes that they feel. And I get it. I know that the society and the community is different. The kids are different now. I get it. They are definitely not like how we are, and we can't kind of, treat them like how we were raised. But at some point, it's got to be a balance. There's got to be a situation where you say, listen, I can, it's okay for you to feel like, I'm lenient at some point, but it still has to be some type of authority at some point, and respect.
Most definitely. I used to always look at my mother like, how'd you marry this fucking man? This nigga is the worst nigga ever, man. You know what I'm saying? My father would wait and punish me on like one of the best days of the summer. And I'm sitting in the house and the window open. I'm hearing all my friends playing outside. Then he'd say, go take trash out. Motherfucker, what? And I gotta go walk past all my friends and like,
Yep.
this some bullshit. Like, come on, man, give me a beating, man. You don't send me outside. I know I gotta walk, see these dudes. Man, you come on, no, nigga, you know I can't come outside, nigga. If I was supposed to come outside, I'd been outside, goddamn.
Right.
Listen, again, we was rewarded with small stuff and was very happy.
Yeah.
Today, when kids don't get what they want,
Well, they got that sense of entitlement.
but what does it start at?
So it wasn't rewarded. We got more privilege. Like, if you do this right, then I'm gonna give you a little more. Like, so basically, I remember Lando Mall was open, right? I wanted to pay a Timberlands. Someone follows his first test. Get my bank card out. Catch the bus to the mall. Go to Nations Bank or whatever it was, back Suburban, whatever bank. Get the money out. Buy your Timberlands. Get enough money to get something to eat. Get your ass back on the bus, come home, and put my car back in my wallet. You complete that right there, Then we go to another task. You know what I'm saying?
Now see, those are for who catches the bus nowadays? The youngers ain't catching no bus.
I can't remember the last
They
time
not
to catch
catching-
the bus.
Now
That's
listen,
true. But we
but
did
you
though.
and I did.
Yeah, we
Youngers
did.
catching Ubers.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
We putting them in private cars.
We
They
put
don't know
that.
what
Right.
it's
We
like
was
to
beating
catch.
our feet.
They
Right.
don't know what it's like to catch the
Yeah.
F10 and
Run
gotta
it.
run,
Yeah.
and
Run
run
into
and
that
catch the
812, baby.
812 or whatever the bus is. They don't know what it's like. They've been showered and we've pampered them.
I
We
but-
have.
Where we've made them soft.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Soft.
We have.
I tell
Yeah.
you, I sit at work and I watch kids put them on the phone. Their parents, man, fuck you, hang up the phone. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
you-
listen.
you can say
Listen,
that.
listen. That's what you just said right there is something that I wanted to get to. How do you allow your child to sit there and say F you and all of that and you not respond in an aggressive capacity? Because if you don't, you're going to lose them for sure. Now, if you put your hands on them, you might lose them. But if you don't do nothing, you damn sure not going to lose
You know
them.
how many times
Right,
I sat
yeah.
behind my father in the back seat and just be like, he look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I ain't say nothing. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
But again,
Right.
look at your way of handling it and look at the way the children handle it. You didn't want your dad to see. They will get in your face. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that type of thing.
But
Excuse me.
but you got to remember, so then, say we was watching the game or some shit like that. He sat in the chair.
Okay.
I sat on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no, we was never equal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
We was all like, sit in your place.
Okay.
You're a child, sit in your place.
Thank you.
Like I knew when I got up in the morning time, I don't put on clothes. I couldn't walk around the house in my drawers. That's drawers. He was only king to walk around the house in his drawers.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me. You had to be, listen, in my house, you had to be dressed by 9 o'clock.
Hey, Tamika,
Yes.
when you get a chance, we want you to come on back on there. I know you got a lot of good things going on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime, brother.
Thank
hey,
you, Tamika.
and try to stay out of jail for the holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's gonna try you, goddammit.
that won't. Me and the law. We in cahoots.
On the right side of the track.
I'm on the right side.
On the right side.
I've been delivered.
Hey, keep praying though, baby.
Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
So,
it.
All right.
we look at 1984.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye father.
Okay.
He said it. Hey, I brought you to this world, and I'll take you out.
But why though? But what was Marvin was out of his house by then? By then, Marvin was out of that man's house.
Yeah, even though Marvin probably bought him that house, but he raised up on him.
Oh, so Marvin, the
Yeah.
real story was with Marvin raised up on his father like he was going
Yeah,
to
he
hit
was
him.
high. He raised up on him, and Dad bust him, and beat it too. Beat the case. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember.
He shot him the
that.
day after his birthday.
Hey. He
Shot him the
did.
day after his birthday. Right.
Yeah. So, in the day's time, you know, it's sad because the kids don't know. You got to think about this. In PG County schools, as long as a kid put his name on the paper, you got to give him 50%.
Are you kidding me?
That's
See, I don't
crazy.
know nothing about that. Y'all, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I ain't know
Can
that.
a school teacher call in and tell? If a school teacher
I ain't
watching
know
right now,
that.
call
Yeah.
this. Oh,
They
there we go.
calling.
You put his name
If
on
you
the paper,
ri-
he get a 50%. You can't fail him.
Cut it out.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
That's still an E though.
Yeah, but that mean if you got to just do 2 more questions,
And you got to see. You know
you
what
got
I'm
to
saying?
see.
You're terrible.
You know. Welcome to the we on Brian.
Hello.
Welcome to the T spot. You on with Eddie Kane. Who we speaking with?
Hey, what's going on, horse man? This Panorama Raymond, baby.
Hey, Panorama Raymond, the ghost. Go, what's up, baby?
But ain't too much, man. I hear y'all rapping about what's happening. You dig?
Yeah.
Hey, Panorama, you been there, right? You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
see
man,
what happened.
I got a daughter. She's 21 years old. Man, them daughters give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
Hey, talk to me, dog. Talk to me.
You know. So like we had a
go ahead.
conversation, right? And you were
Right.
speaking about your time when you went to college for a few years, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I call it college. But you
Right.
had a certain level in the dorm rooms, you know what I'm saying? You
Right,
step out
right,
of it,
right.
that's your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, so you know, you had to be respectable and accountable when
Right.
you're away at college. Maybe some of these young need to go away to college for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the youngins,
Yeah.
man, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, man, about that. Like, you know, you do got to hold the youngins responsible in situations that they deserve to be. But the only problem is, in college, they ain't teaching them nothing.
Nothing.
You know, they just sitting around. You know, it's a bunch of shit. You know, I remember one dude, they sitting there watching hip hop, Love and Hip Hop. He wanted to say, "Oh yeah, man, I see. Hey, look at that girl with the fat ass. I put a baby in her. I put about 5 kids." And I looked at Shorty. I said, "Man, look, you really would do that?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I could take care of all of them." I'm like, "Man, you 19 years old. You in here with me. We can't take care of nobody."
Right.
But he didn't even understand the concept of what I was getting at. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of them youngins, man, now a lot of it is they misguided, man. Like, and that's why I take my time and I chop it up with him, because at the end of the day, people gotta remember, man, we was the generation of the murder capital and
No
all
question.
that. We was like See, the thing is, with people, this where shit where the lines get fucked up. See, the thing is, we knew what was fueling the problem. You got a bunch of drug money around a bunch of youngins that's about 15, 16, 17 years old. They all bosses. They running the house. Who the hell gonna tell them how to do shit in the house? Nobody, because they the ones that got the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They paying the
But
bills.
nowadays you got a bunch of crazy shit and you don't know what's fueling it. And that's the
Because they
dilemma
not getting
right
no
there.
money. Let me tell you something. Hey, you right, big dog. Because you know what? These new youngins, they scam and they rob. They
Man,
they ain't selling no drugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they on some whole nother other way.
But you know what's crazy though?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
See these youngins smoking that K2. The shit tell
Yeah.
you do not light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You smoking potpourri, Slim.
Hey, let me tell you something that
Yeah.
blew my mind. It was some years ago now, but
Right.
went to jail, got locked up. You can relate to this. We go to court. They step me
Right.
back. I'm with a youngin. They just gave him 40 years. Listen, they gave him 40 years. I'm in the same courtroom with him. He got
Right.
40 sentenced to 40 years.
Wow.
You know, we get in the bullpen. I'd have been in that joint sweating bullets, man, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get. He was pressing the CO. When you taking this back? I'm trying to get some wreck in. Their mindset
But
ain't
see,
Yeah.
that's a badge of honor for him.
40
and seeing
years.
that-
Hey, man,
Right.
you know,
Gone.
what was
And
wrong
see
with
that,
him?
and that's
your
what the
whole life
problem
gone.
is.
Yeah.
But his life was gone before he got that 40 years.
But he was laughing and joking. He was real
But
upbeat.
you remember this?
Man, I'd have been sick
They
as a
laugh
dog.
and joke until they in that cell
Yeah. Reality.
and that
sets
bus
in.
ready to take them out to Ohio or Texas.
True
you hear,
that.
you hear the crying now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you
I'm
can't see
a-
mama
I'm-
no more.
I'm gonna tell you, and then a lot of times when them youngins go in, man, they don't got really nothing to lose. Like when my little bit of time, man, you know, I got real serious when I found out my daughter's one of her best friends got murdered. It was actually on the news. I didn't know till I came back from my cell. I just visited my daughter. I don't know if y'all heard about a little girl, like a 17-year-old girl, probably like 3 years ago. Got stabbed up over a cell phone. They was beefing over a cell phone coming off of one of the metro buses.
On Minnesota
That was my-
Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
That was my daughter's friend.
Okay.
And happily and luckily, my daughter didn't go to school with her that day. Because my daughter, she ain't no chump. You know what I mean? She ain't going, you know, my daughter probably would have been in the mix. Not saying she all, you know, about that craziness, but, you know, that made me say, hey, man, you know what? I'm up here playing around. If something that happened to my daughter, it wouldn't be shit I could do with her, with me being in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like, man, I had to understand that. But, man, bigger than anything, I think, man, the best thing we could do right now, we got to see what it is that fuel these kids to do what they do. Because, to be honest, the kids ain't bad. They don't have that. I'm going to be honest. Our was scary. I'm just being real. It was scary.
Yeah, you had jokes.
This
from
era
people
is not
too.
scary. It's just that you don't know what. It's unpredictable. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Well,
It's like you can't put a finger
then
on
though,
it.
if you had a problem with a dude and y'all saw each other, but you with your
Right.
mom or your girl, look, champ,
Right.
right now,
I'm gonna let you go.
I'ma let you go.
You got a pass.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
caught you with your mother or your
or your kid,
or
or
your
something.
kid. or
Yeah,
something.
you got to pass.
Right.
You know, and then I'm gonna respect that, and I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah,
These youngsters today
they-
shoot you in the back, shoot you in front of your mother. I mean, these dudes today they're off the chain, man. But like I say, once you give them that gas chamber or
Yeah.
that needle, and they start to be a competitive thing, you know something? Oh, they ain't playing.
Right. And hey,
They
and
ain't
I'm gonna tell you, another thing though. See, these kids messing with all them drugs. See,
Yeah.
back in our day, getting high was looked down on.
You
Right.
know what? I want to
My
say,
kids got high.
hey Ray, you
What
know
we
what?
did, we sold the motherfucking drugs.
Hey, big dog, can I
Right.
say something to you? Can I say something
What's
to you,
that?
big dog? In today's time, what I found with the music, y'all, they celebrate the
Yeah,
drug
the
addict.
drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They celebrate the
pills.
Ain't
drug
getting no
addict.
money.
Yeah.
It ain't about you getting no money. It's about how high you can
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I would listen, literally playing those records.
Yeah.
You know, you get to listening to what they rapping about, because
It's
sometimes
dark.
you just block it out.
Yeah.
Right.
But then sometimes you listening to, even if you listen to regular radio, what's that record
Right.
with Drake right now? He talking about, I took half, she took, you know, he took half. Baby, slow down. We
Right.
promote the drug addict like it's none other. So what do we
Yeah.
expect? If you ever
Right.
go to Good Hope, have y'all ever been on Good Hope Road at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Oh,
shit.
man, they
Yeah,
out there.
it's a lot of people out there.
But
Man,
they out
man,
there, and that's
MLK
their
down
job.
by the Popeye across
Talk
the street
to
from
me.
Popeye, all
Yeah.
that.
That's
Man, my
their
daughter
job.
stay there
all
for
that,
5 days.
yeah.
But it's not youngins. It's our age too.
Right.
You gotta remember,
Right.
you know, and I'm gonna say this, man. I may have smoked weed once or twice in my life, and I used to
Right.
sell it. And they always tell me, "How you sell this shit and don't smoke it?"
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
listen, we ain't gonna blame it on the weed. We not
Right.
gonna blame it on the weed because I smoked the weed. I smoked it when it was with a rack of seeds, and I smoked this crazy shit they growing today.
Right.
Regardless of whatever you want to say about the marijuana, it's the other hardcore drugs. These youngins taking heroin, they smoking, they taking Molly,
Man.
they taking
Yeah.
E-pills,
I'm-
and they
right.
Painkillers.
They take it, they smoking both, and they mixing all that shit
All them
together.
opioids,
And
yeah.
it's crazy because I think what it was for me why I
And
never
K2.
selling it. I had a lot of uncles. I had like 2 uncles die from drug related. You know what I'm saying? One uncle, I don't know, man. I done seen he was stabbed up, all types of stuff. They found him dead in the house. My grandfather, I never met him. Shot up in the house. I was 1 year old. I ain't never met him. My grandfather from Cuba was a Cuban, and another uncle of mine, shot up. You know what I mean? And all this crazy madness. And it was drug problems. And I never got into taking them things. And I think by me seeing it, it made me never want to, put them in my body or nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I guess
And
for
I don't
me,
know if these youngers have really seen an era before them like that.
I mean, but you know something's crazy? To hear a grown man, a crackhead back in the day, like somebody suck your dick for a rock. Like, nigga, you degrade yourself as a man for a $5 rock. Here, take it, go. You know what I'm saying? But they sell their souls, man. I mean, if you ever, like you said, the music you listen to is dark.
But
It's
even
about
how
addiction.
Even the way they communicate. Joe, I call you Joe.
Yeah,
Old school.
Right.
yeah.
They call each other bruh. They call their
They call their
women.
girlfriends
They call
bruh.
their women
Yeah,
bruh. I be trying to
Right.
understand, bruh. This how they talking to their woman, bruh. I be looking
Man,
around like trying to figure out-
hey man,
What
if
the-
I tell my daughter, if a dude call you bro, you
You
better
don't need
get
to be
rid of him
around,
before I
yeah.
get to him.
Hey, Slim.
But what?
Cause he ain't gonna last.
How do we get to them? Is it the music the problem? Is it the home the problem? Because we don't.
You know
we
what?
done talked about 4 or 5.
You know what we
triggers
gotta
here.
do?
I think I was lucky. Like I said, my father passed.
You know what we gotta do though? First of
uncle
all, we
lit.
gotta stop dressing like him and looking like him.
Okay.
We gotta have I wear. If y'all know, I wear. If you look at how I dress, I wear a lot of conservative. I got a conservative look. I got more suits in my closet than any other type of gear. I don't wear all the other. I ain't worrying about that. But one thing about it, when them kids get around me, they gonna know who is. They ain't gonna think I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And it start with imaging and presentation. I ain't gonna play with them.
But if we stand in line with them to get the Jordans,
Yeah.
how they gonna receive? Or if we
Man,
stand in line to get the
y'all
Jordans,
stand in line get them
Yeah,
Jordans.
I
I
don't
want
want
them
no
hard
Jordans.
bottoms with them
Yeah.
snakes and
yeah, I feel you, bro.
the snakes
I mean, but you
and
still gotta-
ostrich, man. I ain't even.
You got to remember though, a lot of these days, how many youngins can call one of their uncles? Can literally just pick up the phone and call one.
Well, see, a lot of the uncles don't want to be bothered. If you are like me,
Because they're not respectful, though.
you do. Say that again,
They're
mama.
not respectful.
Right. Again, if you are like me, I had to leave the music business again because it burnt me out. Holmes, when we looked out for each other, if I do something for you, you might say, shit, you ain't do that. My talent got me here.
Right.
Right, yeah.
And they say, yeah.
So it's basically,
But,
it's F you. You didn't help me. Uncensored Network didn't help me. Screw you. I did this.
But you got to remember though. You remember when we were younger, and we got on the basketball court, or we on the football field.
Okay.
When the old head stepped out there, you got the fuck off the field. But until one of them say, "Look, Eddie, come on, you playing with us today." You had to grow up through the change.
You
These
had
dudes
you
today-
had to be accepted by the old
The
heads.
peers.
They had to see
Right,
how you
yeah.
carried it. Because a lot of times, if you was shucking and jiving, the old heads didn't want to be bothered. Kick you in your ass. Get off the court, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you playing around.
You couldn't even play with them.
You know, but these
Straight
youngers
up.
today, I'm telling you, like
Kick one of them up there. They come back with an AR-15, tear your ass
when
up.
I'm about a
yeah,
block
out.
from work, I put in
Right.
some rap music to get myself
You
motivated.
got to get. That's a damn shame to go to
No.
work. You got to put on some, not no straight out of Compton, but some
to
today's.
motivate my mind. So, every now and then you'll get a youngin say, "What you do if I smack shit at you right now?"
They say that to you, Slim.
Yeah, I mean, you say you.
No,
so,
hold up.
so,
Flag
so,
on the plate. Hold
I've
on.
had it
Slim,
before.
they say that to you, man.
You get so what you do is you get the wannabe tough guy,
Right.
the challenger, and all the tough kids be like, "You want me to fuck them up for you?" Cause they don't look like. So I'll be like, "Okay, there's a chance that you may smack me. There's a good
Right.
chance you may smack me, but understand, it's gonna be a two-way street. So I'm going home for about 6 weeks pay. You're going into the hospital and gonna need a whole lot of physical therapy. You know what I'm saying? This shit's gonna be real, Chad. Now, take your punch. Understand this now. You're gonna throw one, and I'm gonna throw a few. So
Yeah.
see, another thing is too. They don't know. Like sometimes you gotta take 1, 2 in the bathroom and show them what grown man strength is.
Right.
See, little boy, 12-year-old boy strength, 21-year-old boy strength is 21-year-old boy strength.
Yeah, some of them guys see something.
boy
Yeah.
strength are two different things.
Like I give you a good example. Like my father, right? Like when my father came in the house, it don't matter what me and my little brother was doing. We sat our ass down, but I seen my father put in work on some like literally like some police. You know what I mean? Bust their ass. I seen my father do some shit. Now let's say I never seen my father do things that I really shouldn't have seen him do. I probably would be one of them ones talking shit and all that, but at the same time, it fucked me up because for a long time, I thought that was being a man was about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I got in so much shit a little bit when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. The best thing we can do, man, is love these kids and make them understand we here for them. But make them be accountable for what they do, though.
Hey, can I just say something for your people that are home? Latasha Bullock, she is on point. Her and Tamika got the chat on fire. And one thing she says is start at home. Parents want to be friends more than they want to parent. So a lot of them have no direction. That is the biggest
Problem.
I think
Yeah.
that we have. A lot of
Yeah.
us, okay, for instance, where's these women in the go-go 24/7, day parties, night parties? Who got your kids?
Long time they partying with their kids.
Now they partying with their kids, now that their kids old enough, but they should be out of the home now. But I'm talking about the ones who got these little youngins. Who had your kids? It was your mother had your kids,
Or your
or you
grandma.
passing them off to your family friend. So now you want to understand why they don't respect you, because you was never a mother to them. They calling you by your first name and not mom.
Oh no, That didn't happen.
Yeah, I ain't got
They
that.
calling you by Sabrina. I see it.
Hey, trust me.
Yeah.
Calling your mother Sabrina.
Hey, Panama, man, I want just want to thank you for calling in, champ, and
Hey man, hey,
Thank
joining
hey,
in
you.
and do what you do.
hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, Horace, man, I love what y'all doing over there. And shout out to my sister Tamika Joy, man. That's
Yeah.
point blank family for life.
Yeah.
7 All Star.
Hey, definitely,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Hey, man,
And,
much love, Panama.
Hey, man, you be easy though.
All right, you
Always.
too.
Hey, we got some time,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna
Happy
take a
holidays.
commercial break. You know, we got to pay some bills around here. I got
No
another
question.
gentleman about to hang out with us, man. Like I say, this is the T-Spot coming live direct each and every Wednesday. Hey, you know we at the Powerhouse of Podcast Radio on Sister Network. I'm Mr. Undisputed, hanging it down, hot and juicy, beige and bougie. Cleopatra Jackson, the bounty hunter, bill collector. She off tonight. I'm holding it down, my main man. You know what I'm saying? 10 toes down, solid all the way around, man. My man Eddie Kane. Hey, I got a little Smurf on deck. Hey, this T-Spot. We be right back, y'all.
Okay.
Sit tight, John.
Let me take my time tonight. Warm something down here. Strictly for my grown people, you heard? Yes, I do. And no boys. Real slick. Y'all smoke good like y'all do. Party 1958 homeboys. They run, the Crystal got a birthday. Oh, party for me. Down low, dope boys. I told you that, yeah. Look, hey, we gon' run to the nigga run. Oh, we gon' run to the spring run. Oh, we gon' run to the spring run. Oh, I'm just tryna get a we gon' run to the spring run. We gon' run to the spring run. They gon' run to the spring run. No more. Yeah. Clean them out, clean.
Came with me. I got a little Smurf.
Cranky
What's up,
Smurf,
Champ?
baby.
Cranky
He said
Smurf.
crazy boy. He said he don't know about Louis.
What's up, Champ?
I'm good, bro.
Man, I got my legends in the game. I got a young, I got an old head, a young head. Smurf.
You notice how they call me an old head, right?
Yeah. Y'all had a hot situation Friday night.
It definitely was lit.
So-
Nice little pre-Merry Christmas
Pre-Merry
special that we
Christmas,
did.
It
Definitely.
was.
I
I
love
got
it,
some of the
man.
videos too.
Sold some of the onesie to some of the ladies in there. Oh, yeah, you seen it
Yeah,
right
they
there.
sent me some
You seen it,
videos,
right?
man.
Yeah. So, being a young dude, so, you know, the old game, you know, women, they ain't wearing a onesie in a party. That wasn't going to happen. Y'all got to run around in the parties
Nah, but that,
with the young
this,
Where was this at?
these go-go's today compared to your age.
Uh-huh.
Y'all
we
was
was
they
just
was
two-stepping.
butt naked in the Ibex.
I
with
know,
no
right?
clothes
He
on.
on the stage. I don't know what he talking about.
They
He might
onesie. They
better go
was
back,
Hold on,
right?
sis.
I didn't partake in
Do
shit
you
like that.
remember the pool parties and all that when they used to get naked?
I remember the
Yeah,
infamous
he
pool
know.
party. Yeah. I was there.
You
We
wasn't
all
there. You-
know.
But that one made it all the way on news.
Right.
Over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit
Niggas
went
like,
off.
didn't I see your grandson get there? No, grandma was not there, grandma.
The spotlight. The old was that John the Ibex
Oh my
on the
God.
balcony.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Northeast
my God.
Groove was all they had them. This generation,
Cause y'all had a secret
got nothing on that
location.
one.
You wasn't even
Tell 'em
putting that out.
They had to shine the fat lady in the sky. You know what I'm saying?
They get up in
That's
there.
where we gonna be at, you.
I mean,
You
you
gotta
know,
give blood, fingerprints, or you say who you are.
due to the situation of COVID, you know, there ain't
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot of.
Right.
People
Nah,
that-
we know. Yeah.
But it was definitely a good turnout though, for what it was.
So during the pandemic, man, you know, like I said, I know a lot of bands have taken that fall from grace. I mean, but you know, if you charge them $4,500, and they talking about only 100 people, you might only get 800. It's hard to keep people like, nigga, I ain't come up no more, brother. Let me do my cut. $35. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to put 50 in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And the drink.
Those just bands like R.E. Backyard, J.Y. Those are that number what you just said. Those are the only bands that's probably getting that back right there. But as far as like bands under them, I mean, if they making less than the big bands, I'm pretty sure it's a hit is a hit. I mean, you know.
Are bands still getting that type of bag in this pandemic?
Not no more.
Not right now.
Not no more. Let me tell you something.
Smurf will have to tell us, but I don't think so.
I can't really tell you who getting the bag these days. You know, it's spread it amongst the good ones. You
And
know,
then you talking about even someone paying 3 or 4 times that night just to get what they was getting. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but y'all still doing it for love, though, right?
I mean, we doing it. I mean, we would like to have a bag along with doing it for the love.
Yeah.
But yes, we still doing it. We throughout the whole pandemic, MAB has been one of the selective bands to, you know, still be able to push. Like we went on floats and still, you know, push the whole through the COVID and go still moving. Don't mute DC, all that.
So when y'all do the floats, is that something that y'all organize, or is someone from
during
DC
that time,
asking y'all to come out?
It was more. Some was political, like as far as like, you know, doing the camp, you know, the campaign and stuff was coming up, and they reached out, and you know, we obliged them.
How old are you, Smurf?
I'm 36.
Smurf look young, y'all.
But you know something? I'm looking at you, right? You remember the movie Clockers? Remember Earl? Remember killing everybody? You look just like him. Nigga said that's Earl right there.
Nah, I'm cool, man.
Yeah. I didn't know you was that old, champ.
Cracker said he laid back, man.
I'm 36. I've been in the game for a minute. Been in the game. My first time in Go-Go was 2002 with Backyard. They came up Easton for our homecoming. And the big homie let me get on the mic with him. And then that was the first time I ever got on stage. And from there, it was...
How'd it feel?
It was great. It was like a dream come true for real, because I was always a Go-Go fan. But I had a nice little run with Back. Shout out to Big G and the whole Backyard band. They, you know, let me get up there a few nights and do me. And then I ended up running into BJ. He gave me a shot. I was just basically, I first got with them, is just like being like the role of the band, like getting on a certain song and just do my little thing. And next thing you know, I formed into the rapper. I really don't look at myself as a rapper, but I can rap though. Like if I really write, I'm just like Vicious, but I ain't really trying to chase no rap career, so I don't really.
Living that dream though, right?
I mean, what's that dream?
You know, when you say you got up there, it was like a dream come true.
Oh yeah. The
And then you just moved on to another
perform.
band.
Yeah. From Mental Attraction, I branched off and did my own thing. Met up with Joe. Shout out to Joe Jackson. He gave me a platform to lead Talk Urban Rhythm, which I still have today. I'm an owner of that. You know, we got a single Crank Don't Stop coming out, so y'all, you know, put that to y'all.
So, question, what was it like going from the rapper to the one?
Oh, it was good. I liked it. I like to, you know, conduct and have other people ideas without, you know, a formatted situation that's already formatted. I like everybody to just, you know, create new. But it was definitely a good transition, and I liked the transition. A lot of people said I was, you know, good at it. So I like it. It was a major step up for me.
Well, that's the most critical part that one.
I mean, yeah, and I being around a guy like BJ, I learn, you know, and now I go out to see guys like Bugs and Rapper and G, all the lead talkers. For real, I done been on stage with pretty much every band in Go-Go except R.E. and Chuck Brown band, but everybody know Crank and Smurf. I done blessed their stage and.
She had a whole lot of questions for you. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
cool. I ain't shy, you know. Off the mic, I'm a different person, but on the mic, I'm
I know, because when we converse, you know, and through text, you sing Shad name.
Oh yeah, you know, on the
you-
spotlight, you know, just you get the
As
shot
that what it
right
is?
Time out.
I
You
know,
in front of
right?
500,000 people. It just falls
Man,
in
you
some
know,
wet ass nights. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting into my jam. I'm getting into it.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody
Merry
that's watching.
Christmas, man.
And so what led you originally to want to do Go-Go?
Just the sound. It was different outside of, you know, the music that you just hear regularly on the radio, like jazz and rock. any type of music. It was just a beat. And it just grew on me.
It's like a rush.
Yeah, crank is that living feeling. I just fell in love with it, and then once I knew how to put words together and chant little hooks from other songs,
Hey, look, since I got both of y'all here, right?
that was
Oh,
it for me.
God.
I'm gonna need y'all help, right?
The hell me,
I
you
know a
think you
certain
help me.
motherfuckers, like, I ain't gonna say no names and shit, you know, motherfuckers to my left, right? They sung at their high school graduation, but they got, somewhere on their bucket list, they want to be a rapper and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you think y'all can, like, help a motherfucker fulfill
Oh,
the
you
pipe dream?
rap?
I have, but it's been a long
You
time.
sing or rap?
I'm on rap. I don't want to sing.
So you got bars.
Yeah.
You been in
Oh,
the
you'll
studio?
be different.
No.
You never
I
been in?
could
I
definitely.
just wanted to always rap with a
I
go
mean,
back.
first of all,
Oh.
we just need to find you.
You
get
on the
in
platform?
studio.
I can give you that.
Just one time.
I
That's
can give you
it.
that platform, beloved.
You know.
Trust
Okay,
and
so
believe
I'm gonna
it.
be calling you.
So I'm talking about, I want to rap.
I'm gonna give you the
I'm
platform.
gonna put you on that motherfucker.
I want to do it too.
I can put you right on the crank, don't stop. Let
Okay.
you do your thing.
You know what's gonna happen?
What?
When that first beat go off, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Was you nervous when you first started though? Initially, like, how did you get over that?
I don't know. Was I nervous? I mean, I think I was nervous asking, can I get the mic more so actually getting up there doing it. But like once I really did it, it was like, oh yeah. And I seen how the crowd was reacting to what I was saying. I was like, oh yeah, this is me right here. I could do this.
Went home slept like a baby, didn't you?
I feel like if I could just if I could turn go into a job, this would be the way I get money.
Yeah.
I cancel
Yeah.
everything else. Everything I do, I focus just on go music.
So you think it's a lot easier to go with this with social media now?
Is it easier? I mean, me personally, go. I feel like it's lost its way because there's no originality with it. Like, I mean, we keep attacking everybody's songs, and it ain't really. That's not the answer to push our own music. Like, I feel like our go should be in the music selection, in the music genre as far as music. You got different types of rock, different types of jazz, different types of gospels. But you don't see go on the list of music
Right.
at all. So I feel like once we stop hitting other people's stuff and focus on original music, I feel like we can move. Outside of that, me personally, I just don't think nothing should come out of D.C. except where the president live at. I feel like if go started somewhere else, it would have been on the map.
But
That's just how I
but can
feel.
ask y'all a question? Okay, so when you just had a situation like with CeeLo Green tried to represent
Yeah.
Go-Go, he was attacked. He was attacked by the same people, by a lot of people in Go-Go. But so how do you continue to broaden it?
I wouldn't even call it an
nationalize
attack.
But how do you get mad at CeeLo for playing Go-Go when Go-Go play everybody else's music?
Well, actually, CeeLo really didn't play go-go. He just chanted some words. I mean, the
Okay,
actual beat
okay.
that he was doing was not a go-go beat. He didn't have nobody in that band
Right, yeah.
that's familiar with go-go personally to actually know. But I know the story behind it. But he reached back out because out of all the comments of people like that liked it and praised him, he paid attention to that one comment that was like, nah, that ain't it. That's not go-go. Stop what you doing. And he reached back out, and you gonna see Urban Rhythm, CeeLo, Go-Go Ventures song.
Yeah, I can believe that, but again, we didn't do that to Jill Scott.
Nah. And she when she
She
started
made it
playing with
known.
Chuck,
She made it known. It's different when you make it known. When you just get up there and start doing go-go chants without letting these know. Like, shouts out to DC y'all for that go-go sound.
But didn't he shout out Sugar Bear?
He did a Sugar Bear chant.
Okay, but again, how do we do go-go shout out the R&B and the hip hop rappers when they perform their music at
Not
the
at all.
shows?
Nope.
So
Nope. I've
my
never
question to
seen
you
a
is,
song
Crank
and
of
shout out.
Smurf, is how is it legit that we don't show these people no love, but then we want love? How do we want our music to go further if we don't allow outsiders to try to emulate? Because the word is emulate. not actually playing go-go, but to emulate it, so then people will want to see where's the substance of where the go-go come from. But if we don't allow them to emulate it, and even though we understand
So
that,
are they emulating it though?
okay,
It's different forms
So
of go-go.
it's crazy. We
you
had,
just said that.
It's different forms
Definitely,
of go-go, but
definitely.
you have never heard nobody emulate. But
Jill
sound
Scott
go-
emulated it. She did. That wasn't real go-go, right?
I mean,
Was it real go-go? I'm just asking. Was it real go-go?
no.
Okay, so if that wasn't real go-go, what was the difference in what CeeLo Green did and what Jill Scott did?
It's really not a difference. It's just more so.
But go-go
Timing of
bands
it.
play every single
We do.
chord from R&B or hip-hop
We
star.
do.
So you know
I
what's crazy
agree.
you say
we
that?
Do.
We did a party
I
with
hate that
Mystical
we do that. I
and the
really
What
do.
Band, right? And when Mystical hit the stage, What Band said his DJ couldn't get his computer to work, right? And the What Band said, we'll play your music. And after about 5 or 6 songs, they played all his music. And he had said, time out, man.
Yeah.
These some bad motherfuckers here. And it made him, when they started playing his music, he took it to a whole nother level, man.
And some people can rap. Some people can rap and conform with go-go, and some people can. I've seen big rappers get on a go-go beat and can't keep up with the beat. Can't do what you do in the studio. It's a totally different field. Like, but to the ones that do, they know. Like guys like Scarface and Devin the Dude perform with Back and all the the people who got on stage with even with Snoop with R.E. You know, they know the field. They know.
I mean, I thought it was cool when you seeing Snoop was in his car listening to that rap and stuff.
You know,
Like,
Yeah.
damn, Snoop, that's how you
You know.
feel, you know what I'm
So
saying?
let me ask you a question. Why do you think the new Snoop and R.E. record didn't go platinum?
It didn't have that go-go home
No, it
thing.
didn't have that
Exactly.
go-go
It had a
feel,
studio
yeah.
feel.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They
You know what
have
I'm saying?
dumb
never
it
seen
down.
nobody out put go-go the right way how you hear it in our own city out nationally. You never seen a real go-go video ever. Don't say Work the Walls because that wasn't the
Nah,
word.
I was just
Say Doing the Butt, that wasn't.
downtown.
How fast
That
it was.
wasn't
like,
a-
What would you consider that to be?
But what I I can't give you a visual without actually the song of whatever a person is doing, but just the beat. Like even if you heard what's your favorite band? Say Junkyard, Rough It Off.
Okay, we
Just
gonna
imagine
say-
a video
yeah,
for the Rough It Off.
Okay.
With the real go-go beat in the back, whatever the front line is chanting, they still got their parts. The beat is still the beat, but it's the video. It's like a real video. Have you ever
why
seen it?
haven't more bands like a Backyard put out more videos for the world to see the music? They got a whole lot of original records. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So why, if Backyard got a whole lot of original records, why not put out more visuals for the world to see, to gravitate to the go? You understand what I'm saying, Bob?
I mean, that's a great question. I mean,
Why not?
And they at the
R.E. just
top
did
of
it
the
with
food
Snoop.
chain as far as the
R.E.
go-go.
just did it with Snoop, but they didn't do what I feel as though you have to do from a marketing standpoint. You first of all, you got to understand where we are missing Crankum Smurf is we not even attracting the youngins to go-go.
We lost our way with tracking the youngest. The
So,
youngest is
The
following trap
go-go is
music,
about to
so-
be extinct
Yeah, you
Yeah,
never
we
lied
getting
about
old.
that.
because we getting old.
Outside of the ones that got kids and keep go-go around their kids, that's a part of go-go.
I think with the
Outside of
R.E.
that.
Snoop video, they should have been like in a club, like Aqua, where they usually perform at, and he get on stage with them. You know what I'm saying? But like you say,
They trying to give
rappers
you.
and national artists can't keep up with that beat. It's something about
It's timing.
because with us we
But
hear
Snoop cranked on it. He flowed.
I
He-
think Tabria cranked it.
huh?
Killer Cow did his thing.
Kill-
Tabria and Killer Cow.
Killer Cal did his thing.
Snoop
Tabria
nothing
did
for
too.
me. Yeah.
But you listen to the beginning.
It's a track.
Snoop set the tone in the beginning of the record. He rode the beat. He definitely did. Killer Cal cranked out. I cannot take nothing. Cal verse, chicken wings and mumbo sauce. I like the whole flow of what Cal did. But again, they commercialized it. Would you say that?
Yeah.
So if you commercialize the go-go, why didn't it take off like it should have? And why wasn't more marketing dollars
Push behind.
put
it,
behind it? Because you had a national artist on the record. You know what they could have did
I think
something
they
simple?
scared. I just think they scared of the sound.
You think the people are?
Not the people, but the
Rare
industry.
Essence?
No, the
Or the industry?
Exactly.
Well, you gotta
The
think.
ones that write them checks.
You gotta
the people,
think.
The people
You
that
gotta
let
think.
music in.
But if you
Those
really
people.
think about it, y'all, the '80s go-go dominated the music industry. Trouble Funk dominated when me and you was growing up.
Yeah.
When B Street was hot, they used to take Curtis Blow. I Rule the World came from Trouble Funk. All the way to
But
Salt
you know,
and Pepper.
if you,
Dana
if you
Dane.
go back to the old Capitol Center, when you had the go-go and rap shows, you know, you'll have, what's the boy, L Cool J,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
KRS-One, and the go-go band, they mix it up.
Right.
And then to see, when the go-go bands are on, how the rap stars are sitting off the bottom of the stage, they partying like, you do it like this. It was nothing to see Dougie Fresh,
Right.
Kid and Play, Heavy D them sitting on Georgia Avenue. Salt and Pepper used to come get their hair done down here. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that we treated. I think we too like cats in the bird when it comes to go-go.
No
You know what I'm
question.
saying? They need to get together. Like, let's say this.
Period.
That song they did for Donnie Simpson, I want to thank you. To see them all get on that slow track and put that motherfucker together, put that fucking same power behind that beat, man.
See, that's Frank Cyrus, though.
You know what I'm saying?
But Frank, that's him orchestrating it. Him, Dirk, all of them have a sense of business.
Yeah.
You gotta have a sense of business and have a play, a bigger play than just a lot of go-go bands, y'all. All they want to do is every week get to the show, count a bag, and go home.
And go.
So you know what's crazy?
So
when
they're
you
not
said
looking
that.
at the longevity.
No.
If you ever smoke some ass when you take the stage as a one, right? Do you have that big ass iPad on your microphone with your set page? like this shit won't play.
That's the
I
new
don't
shit,
know.
though.
I don't know why. I mean,
Like you go off the crowd, right?
yeah. I mean, as a lead talker, I don't think I haven't seen a lead talker do that. Now I've seen singers do that. You know, trying to
I
they
thought
might
that
forget the
people
song.
look at their set list.
But I haven't yet seen a lead talker unless he's looking at how he's going to call a show. But how you're describing, I haven't seen a lead talker do it. Nah, but I've seen like artists, like singers do it. Repeated, even in big bands too.
Is that professional though?
No, it's not. I don't know. But it's professional. What you could call a mainstream artist singing over a
Track.
played track
Over
professional.
track. No, and you know, a lot of those are done in spot dates. That's not really a concert or a show. If you got a mainstream artist, they was 9 times out of 10 paid for a walkthrough or something of the caliber, and they just did the record for you. A lot of them don't do track out.
Some do though.
Some of them
You'd be
do.
surprised.
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna say they don't. I'm not gonna say they
Even
don't.
with rappers.
Some of them just
Yeah.
get their money and go. You get what I'm saying? But
I feel like that's what it's all about now. Just getting the money and go. With pretty much everything. I mean, everybody,
What y'all feel about the walkthroughs?
as far as
So you know, remember the boy Welvin, the great boy, the retired kid at D's Nuts?
Mhm.
Reached out to this nigga. This nigga wanted $4,500 for a walkthrough.
yeah.
And I said, this motherfucker want $4,500. This retarded motherfucker
That's
just to say
insane.
D's nuts. You know what I'm saying? I said, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though, man.
we make certain things famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And once you get famous, you're gonna put a price on you, whatever you famous for.
So let me ask you a question. Do you all have the same energy for the virtual parties versus the live parties?
Nah, I mean, we still had the same energy as far as playing it because we love to do it, but ain't nothing like a live show. People there.
I mean, but how do you get yourself hyped up for that virtual party? Like, man, just us and the motherfucking camera.
I just throw my shades on and act like the people there. That's what I do. Unfortunately, when I was live streaming, I ain't had my shades on because I left them, but I wish I did. I would have due to seen a different party, Smurf, if I had my shades on. But, I mean, ain't nothing like a live show, though. Those are the best when you interact with your people, the fans, and they chanting everything with you. But, you know, right now, I guess, you know, with
Do
the
you
new
think
normal.
that the Go-Go's are taking risks by having parties right now?
No, not really. Cause ain't nobody well, as I look around, I don't really see too many people playing, like for real. But outside of like what happened at Rio's, I feel like that was a risk. Because, first of all, with the COVID stuff and by it being so compact
So
and
it's
small.
crazy. Twist Lounge, when they first started the parties, that was a nice spot. Because you had the outside and the speakers. So if you ain't want to go inside, you can sit outside, listen to the same music, and party, smoke your cigar, you know what I'm saying? By being in that space, and it's getting cold now,
Word.
and they want to go outside, were you worried, man? So because you got the business side of you, then it's like, damn, Chan, the fuck, do we really want to do this shit? Numbers going up like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people, me being me, because I love it. I really don't care. I'm ready to play. Like, what? It's a show. Come on, let's rock. But I mean, you still got to be, cautious and safe. I mean, it's a risk depending on what type of standards you got in your building. Are you practicing wearing your mask and 6 feet deep? Do you have the proper utensils to throw a show? A lot of places have it, but for the ones that do.
So what you got coming up?
Right now, Urban Rhythm. I mean, I'm the rapper for Mental Attraction, but I'm the lead talker for Urban Rhythm.
Who's
Got
Urban
that.
Rhythm? What is Urban Rhythm?
Urban Rhythm.
What is that? Is it more jazzy or is it straight
Straight go-go
go-go?
feel?
It's go-go. It's crank. That's it. This is
It's crank.
Crank go-go with a blend of other forms of music. Like I got some stuff coming up with, violinists and different little people who play instruments involved to be a part of, the sound of go-go. And then we got the, like I say, CeeLo Green. Go-Go Ventures got a lot of stuff coming up. Shouts out to Go-Go Ventures.
Shout out, what's a go-go Ventures?
Yeah.
I know.
You ever see it's going back to a normal go-go again?
Do I see it coming back?
It's gonna be a while.
Like, I'm an old school nigga.
I really don't see normal coming back at all, if you ask me. I mean, I feel
like
like
me and Eddie Kane, I don't think I can eat birthday cake. I just might blow out the candles now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
They be
no.
spitting all over the candles and shit.
But do you think about it? Did you ever sit there and think about that shit like?
No, y'all ain't never think about it
You
before
never
now, though,
did,
did you?
sis.
I mean,
After this COVID, I'm like, I used
mean,
to
you know
let a
how the time-
motherfucker blow on my cake.
you might
Right.
be talking to somebody, they spit in your face, and you just be like,
Exactly.
but now you be like, oh shit, I gotta take shots.
Right.
I might
it's
be dying.
crazy.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
crazy. I just feel like it's a lot behind this virus, but you just gotta be careful. I feel like it's overrated, but you just gotta be careful.
How many people are they letting in the Go-Go's now?
I don't know.
On it. We was
mean,
Joe
we
Saturday.
Depends
It
on-
wasn't
a
a
lot
lot
of
in
the Go-Go's
there,
haven't
though.
really been nowhere besides our Virginia, for real.
Yeah.
I think
I got to
our,
drive way to Centerville to party, man. You're going to jail on the way back
You
home.
gotta think
we
about
was
this
saying,
though.
too.
Niggas been held hostage for so
So
long.
long, they just
When
trying
man
to get
keep you
out.
through that party out the farms,
We
Oh,
drove
Frederick?
all the way out there.
it was like a family reunion. You ain't seen these niggas in 8 months.
Yeah.
And everybody was out that motherfucker, man.
It was packed.
And everybody was
Two
just happy
good
to see each
girls,
other.
yeah.
It was just like, it felt like something from the 80s, man. They say, look, this is going to be the day Sugar Bear show his ass. You know what I'm saying? But it was
Everybody came out
Yeah,
did
it was packed. It was more
Did
more
they?
people.
in Frederick.
at a
Yes.
farm. Had
We
5
was
bands
we had
out there.
hotels. You can get hotels. We had hotels and everything.
Yeah. And it had about 5,000-6,000 people out there.
I think after we get this vaccination or whatever they gonna do in our system, that may
But
be.
the virus then changed again.
Yeah,
like-
Yeah, they said it
mutated
mutated. It said it
again, so-
I
mutated.
feel like
Who
that's
knows?
gonna divide the nation between like who gonna take the vaccine and who not.
Well, yeah, that's what they're saying now.
You know, you don't want to be the first batch of the monkey system.
Now I'm gonna wait a couple of
Right.
Let's see if some of these other jokers
Let
grab
me tell you something.
grow a limb
Let
out the
them
side
go
of their
first.
head.
I came up with the whole thing. You took some Robitussin or drink some castor oil. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
but I think like your lady said, like she said, it's a whole different ball game with this virus. It done mutated. These people know what they
I
doing.
don't know what they're doing, man.
This all
Population
was-
control, man.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to remember something.
Without
Old
question.
people living 90 to 100. You know,
What happened? I mean, think about it. I don't eat pork or beef. Okay. we start all this healthy living, and we still dying.
Have you ever ate pork or beef?
When I was younger,
When did you stop?
when I was 18, when I was 17.
Why did you stop?
Back then it was about Islamic faith. It was I was venturing into being a Muslim. But I think that if you look at now, back then we ate the rooter to the tutor. But now everything is bad for you.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, when
tell you
they
something,
playing with your food.
We came up on the motherfucking time when we had the 3 coffee cans on the motherfucking stove, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, so let me tell you something. I know a lot of motherfuckers that I know eat right, work out,
Yeah.
stay
they
fit,
still dropping
and you hit
the
by a
weight
bus at 25.
Right. You could be out jogging,
Okay,
trip, fall,
Smurf,
bump
don't
your head.
look.
There you
Don't
go.
go along with that nonsense.
Like, death is like unpredictable.
You know.
You could, it don't matter. Like, you
I
just
like
gotta-
that Christmas song y'all just did too.
Hey,
Now, can we
hey,
play
Hey, Brian, you got that Christmas song? Let me tell you something. I want you to hear this Christmas song.
This is a new one with MAB.
But you
I
know
like
what?
it.
You know what I heard is that the keyboard part. I swear, like, is Chucky about to come out this motherfucker and start killing everybody? At the
You
fucking
got that one
Christmas
too.
A little scared.
Smurf, you got that one.
Which one?
I got to find. Okay, Brian found. it.
Yeah, I mean, I love that song right there, man. Just when that. with
I'ma
the
send you
that's
something
your
else
key-
too, Brian.
Who was playing the keyboard on that joint?
A little snippet from Smurf.
Hey, when I heard it, I just thought about a Child's Play Christmas. When Chucky just come around
Did he just
cutting
say
everybody.
a child's
No,
I mean, 'cause it sound like
when you hear it, you just think about the whole family at the table, and Chucky just come out the closet with a knife, cutting everybody's Achilles tendons and fucking the tree up. You know?
Sorry, y'all
I
did a
mean,
hell of a job.
that was a hell of a joint right there, man. I mean, it was.
Beijing Bougie and Horace. Where y'all hosting that? Oh, this the show. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was
I'm
an
hosting
event.
you and Crank and Smurf. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Look, okay.
You see y'all shit right there behind us.
No, I had to look at it for a second. I thought it was a flyer for an event. I'm like, oh, y'all got an event coming up?
No, that's the background.
Okay,
Jack.
see, look, y'all, they big time over
You
here.
want
Okay.
to sit in the Lauderdale jet or something?
See, look, they doing it big. Yeah, put me on a private jet right now. Yeah, change it. Put
Hey,
a
Brian, you got
private.
that Lauderdale jet? You know, put it on
No,
Lauderdale
no, I'm
jet.
this
You
mess.
know
I'm
what
this
I'm
mess.
saying? What you want to
No,
do,
we
man?
all hip to the green screen.
Yeah,
Hey, we much
yeah.
love, much love, Brian, and everything y'all doing over here. I gotta say, I've been enjoying myself on this platform.
So
Y'all got a great
I heard you the
platform.
other day. You said everybody got a platform today. Everybody got a podcast.
And everybody should.
Everybody hustling.
Holmes, let me just say this. That's why I left the business. This is one of the reasons why I left the business the other day.
And
Too.
shout out to y'all for helping me make money with
Hey, look good.
So what's it like, man? You've been on a whole lot of podcasts, right?
I've been on a lot of podcasts and I've seen a lot of podcasts, and everybody just don't deserve a show. I mean, it's shows that you go on and people just get on there and just talk. There's no structure to it. There's nothing. It's just go.
You ready, Brian? Okay, keep going.
So you said it's just go, no structure.
It's just no structures. Just go. And how is that entertaining?
Right.
Like we sitting there talking, having a great conversation with your listeners or your viewers are able
Oh yeah,
to
they
talk.
definitely chiming in.
Yeah. So we always said that we wanted this to be thought provoking. You know what I'm saying?
You play that Christmas song first, and then I sent you.
And challenge their mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times we get people on, they be like, "Damn, I ain't never been asked that question before." They know we got them.
Right.
So everybody, you know, they want to know
That's the second.
how many baby mamas you got. You know, who did it? But come on, man, ask some questions, man. We want to know who is Smurf, who's Crank Smurf,
Right.
other than what you see on stage.
Because the people that come to see you, they want to know too. You know what I mean?
Without question. I try to give a little insight of me. That's why, you know, I like invite everybody to, you know, my social media platforms. I show a lot of what I do outside of just playing the go-go. Like
So
I got an ice cream truck, my ice cream man.
You
You
do
know.
okay.
So
go
you know,
ahead,
I
ice cream
always
man.
ask everybody this question, right? If Lifetime came to look Crank 'em, we want to do a documentary on Lifetime about your life and your career. Who would play you?
Shit, right. Damn, you make me feel like I'm an old head. You like somebody in go-go?
Famous,
Anybody.
world,
It don't
anybody.
have to
Oh.
be in go-go. It could be whoever.
Who would play me? Any age? I mean,
Anybody.
I got somebody for him that I'm thinking.
T.I.
Yeah. Now Eddie, lifetime we do a documentary on your career.
Real same
Who will
time.
play you?
Bokeem Woodbine.
Bokeem Woodbine.
Bokeem
Oh,
Woodbine.
sorry.
Because you
That
always.
might be, that might
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did not say Keith Sweat.
No,
Oh,
Lorenz Tate.
oh, I'm about to say. I thought you said.
Oh, you talking about old dog Lorenz State? Yeah, not with some power. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all tell.
Ready? Hey, Brian, look, we got something coming, y'all. Hey, this is from MAB 2.0. It's that new Christmas banger they got. Like I say, it sounds like a child's play Christmas Eve. It's something grown, sexy, got a little bit of suspense to it. Y'all heard it first from here. T-Spot, MAB, the Merry Christmas song.
Santa baby, crank an CD for me. I really need the rain. Santa baby, and drop it away tonight. Santa baby, slip with me an CD. I really need the crank. Santa baby, and drop it away tonight.
Style. Watch out now. Let me get around here real quick. See Pleasant, alright? Last sheet of page. Smoked out always, alright? Southside, this boogie ish, got it. I do. Breezeway, round the way.
Hard rubber bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say focus away. Christmas is here, bringing the kids too young and old, thinking of home. Voices are here, words of the cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come raising the sound, oh, what a joy, telling a tale. Merry, merry, merry Christmas. 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 Enjoy the 808
On the
tonight.
first day of Christmas to go okay to be a brand new crank from the MAB. Tis the season. Y'all man, you ready for that? Y'all ready for the crank leg to open up that? Hey, we coming through at midnight. Put on your robe. Coming though like Santa Claus. So we dropping presents all straight to the kids. Go the crank car. Man, do you know what it is? On the second day of Christmas, I love to eat. Get the food, get the beef. Man, we love to eat. Got this crank up, damn blame, please don't sleep. We coming, so don't creep like Santa, baby. Oh my God, we back in it, baby. Santa, baby, got the crank locked in. Merry Christmas, we coming in, we back like we never left. Happy New Year, we the best of jet.
Hard rubber bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say focus away. Christmas is here, bringing the kids too young and old, thinking of home. Voices are here, words of the cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come raising the sound, oh, what a joy, telling the tale. Merry, merry, merry Christmas. 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 Christmas. Santa Christmas. It's tonight.
Santa Claus coming to your town. I like the way how we get on down. It's crank train shit, y'all know it. I ain't calm down, did it. I'm showing the short. Hey, crank train, we here. Hey, brand new. Hey, everyone that said,
All the girls, sweet silver bells, all sing and say, don't dance away. Christmas is here, bring
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
One season here, one take a chip off everywhere, feeling the air. Oh, how they come raising the sound, all of the girls having it here.
Right.
Merry, merry, merry Christmas. 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 Merry Christmas. Santa baby, enjoy the 808.
Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Merry Christmas, y'all, if I don't see you. Y'all be looking for this one on 93.9, 95.5. This is something from the 2.0 Crank Train.
This is the T-Spot. You know where we at. Powerhouse Podcast Radio. Hey, just heard two bangers from MAB 2.0. Crank with Smurf on the raps. You know what's good about this T-Spot? He heard himself rap on a song that he never heard before. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do at the T-Spot, man. We do something real. See, you got two type of hustles, creative and competitive. See, with creativity, there's never no competition. How'd it feel to be on a radio show? Hear something, a rap that you was on that you never heard before.
Man, it felt good.
That's
Felt
good.
different.
You sound good though.
I seen
Thank
it,
you.
and
good.
look, I didn't know it was you, man. Like the little man with the big voice.
Right,
Chad.
right.
I know, right?
Yeah, a lot of
You know
people
what
be
I'm saying?
surprised when they hear me say something. I'm like, nah, your voice sound different. You don't even sound like you
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like I say, man, y'all heard the new bangers, MAB 2.0, two different Christmas songs, man. Brought to y'all by who? The T-Spot, man. You know where we at. And I'm always to say this, I'm going to stand by it. We at the Powerhouse of Podcast Radio. Download the app, www.uncensorednetwork.com. Download, hit the share button. Got a lot of big things we giving up. Like I say, I'm Mr. Undisputed, holding it down. You know what she is. Hot and juicy, right? And who else?
Beijing Bougie.
Major
baby.
Bougie. I got my main man, Eddie Kane, the dude before he was the the legend, you know what I'm saying? Before nights like this. He was
Exactly.
already there, you know what I'm saying? And I got Crank with Smurf here, man. Hey, Slim, let me tell you something. Now I'm looking at you again.
Who you
All you need is a long perm. You be Cat Williams, Chad.
Oh, yeah.
And some what you call them, Jones, them shoes they be wearing, the shiny shoes, the diamonds. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
Brian
saying?
hit
Yeah.
that one because I ain't think about
Crank
Cat
with
Williams.
Smurf, man. Yeah. So like I say, I asked my guys before we was on
Some
this
give you that
music
Cat
break,
Williams money, huh? We'll take that too.
who would they have
His
portray
start
them
off money.
in their,
yeah.
in their own documentaries? And you said you would have
T.I.
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 portray you. Then we said, now you gotta be Cat Williams. So my man Eddie said he would have Bo King Woodbine, man.
Yeah.
So
Dang, Will Bang.
is he your alter ego sometimes when you say, when you first saw him, you said, that's me.
Yeah, cause he stay in some shit, man. That's he stay in. He always in some shit, and I just feel like every movie he's in, that was him, and I feel like, damn, that's.
How do you relate to T.I.? How do Crank him relate to T.I.?
Just the coolness and just the style. His wordplay a little different than mine. He be using
I don't he?
exclusive words, but I mean, as far as like style and coolness, I feel like he could
That nigga like he
portray
just
me.
You sleep in the dictionary, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
smart though.
I mean, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
good though, you know.
One thing I say about
Read,
T.A., man, T.I., man, he eat words and shit knowledge, goddamn it.
whatever.
You ain't getting over on him.
It's mean with that shit, man. So, I got two legends in the game, man, for two different eras, man. And we're talking about Go-Go and trying to find his way back. Some feel that we lost our way, you know. Like I say, after this pandemic, you think Go-Go can bounce back, or we in trouble?
It could bounce back, like I say, once we found our originality. It's the only way it's gonna bounce back. If you just talking about just playing, then
Continuing to do things the old way.
I guess, you know, if that's working for whoever is working for.
With
I
this
just don't fit.
pandemic, why hasn't it been more records? Like you should have should be a lot of
Should be in
new.
the studio practice.
Yeah, it should be a lot of brand new records.
I agree.
Well, a lot of
I
well,
agree.
some bands
I feel
have
like a
been,
lot of
though.
people got
Some of
bands.
them,
Bands
yeah.
do. I'm not gonna say bands don't have original, but I mean,
Why not
people-
shooting music videos? Why not giving us the entertainment that we need to fulfill our go-go
I've seen
craze?
You know what's
I've
crazy,
seen
though?
a couple things.
So this will wait for your time. Go-Go needs a video jukebox like we had back in the
Oh
day.
yeah.
They said, nigga, we gonna order this video and we gonna send this motherfucker house to this motherfucker. Come on, saying. You know what I'm saying?
But again, we old. We not buying records. The youngest buy records. So the goal is
They don't
to
even
try
buy
to
records.
They
get.
don't do
download.
that CDs no more. You
They
got to
download
download
that.
everything.
Yeah, but again, it's to get the music in the youngins' hands. So they the ones who
But
listen
like
to
you
the
said, it's
music.
got to be visual though. So if they make the
right now
videos,
it's a
yeah.
technology world.
But how do we
TVs
incorporate the
out of
young
play.
people into the visual? Because if you don't incorporate them, if they don't see
The
themselves,
only
Right.
way
they not gonna do it.
you gotta involve trap music with it.
So then why are we not doing it?
Wow,
I mean,
that's a good
You
question.
know what's crazy? We say that trap. They call it trap. Those just crack houses. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no trap. That's
when
a
I
crack
say
house.
trap
man.
music, I mean, you
You know
know,
what I'm saying? It's like crack
trap
house,
music
man.
is crack house music.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crack house shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most dangerous thing, let me tell you something. My man lived off Minnesota Avenue, right? When I was apartment, and we was walking out. And I said, why the fuck y'all walking around looking out up in the air? So the motherfucker pipe heads jump out the trees on motherfuckers and rob them. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these drug addicts today are just crackheads.
Right.
The crackheads we had back then, that PS5, tell them. We'd have had that motherfucker in June. You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
You feel what I'm saying, though?
Truth.
Yeah. So, these dudes are just drug addicts and just giving up and abusers, man. Crackhead, let me tell you, this. My grandmother on Cross Street, older dude was a crackhead, right? But I had a lot of respect for him. One day I come out, my grandmother lived on this side, he lived on that side. So I parked my truck on that side, right? I said, go ahead and wash my truck, because I gave some money earlier, right? So I come to my grandmother's house, like, God damn, this motherfucker truck clean as clean, fam. I seen a nigga, he gave him a tip. Went to the gas on Georgia Avenue, went to pay for my gas. Now, come out, I'm on the other side of the truck. Dirty as a motherfucker, son. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn.
and I was mad at him, right? But he told me he had to take a call, job interview, and I fell for the shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, back then, crackhead, they were the smartest motherfuckers in the world. You know, they'd take a quarter of a 20 and take it onto $1, and you never know that. You know what I'm saying? They were creative, man.
Definitely.
You talk to them, they trick you out some money, champ.
Definitely.
I mean, I've seen them dudes wash cars down Southwest.
Yeah.
Blacking them and wash cars and have more money than the niggas that sat there on the block all day. You know what I'm saying?
different hustle.
So, trap house, crack house, same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same shit, but you know that's what they listening to. Go-go ain't popping in the young generation area because ain't no more young bands.
Are you willing to grab guys from other bands and do some all-star stuff?
It's already been done.
I'm talking, would you do it, Bill?
Would I do it? I feel like I already did it.
You know, you got some groups, like, we're not going to play with this band.
Man, that's
Oh,
all.
you motherfuckers are artists, man. Why can't y'all motherfuckers get together? You know what I'm saying?
Egos. Everybody want to be the man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody feel like they got more clout than the next person. So it's all on ego.
Especially now with this shit going on pandemic,
Mm-hmm. They level the
everybody
playing
humble now.
field.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you see where you at. You see who got people, followers, and who see who don't.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people be winning the bag and don't even got supporters.
That's crazy as shit. Sometimes,
Damn
but
real.
sometimes,
Know that,
you know, when
though.
I
Because
ask
the
bands,
talent.
Right.
you know,
They got the talent, but ain't nobody coming to see you
Yeah,
show your
then
talent.
you ain't
no.
get no
You just
money.
know who you
what,
work.
what y'all want for a show? Some people, I mean, God damn, that's a hell of a number right there, man. Motherfucking house on hardwood floors, so that shit right there, man. You know,
I love it. I just do it. Me personally, I just do it because I love it. I mean, it ain't never been a money issue. I done kicked out more money for go-go than I actually received. So I do it for the love.
For the
But I
love
would
of
love to, you know, embark on my little bag of the end. But, you know, it's never about money for me. I just love the music.
yeah, but guess what? Your love for what's gonna bring that bag.
Oh, without question.
You know what I'm saying?
Without question.
Definitely.
Go-go gonna have its time. You know, reggae used to do the same thing before it took its big break. They used to play everybody, cover everybody's songs until they found their
But
niche.
you know what's crazy though? To hear reggae, so up to John Canada, the clubhouse, I was listening to reggae, and he was playing that shit by Commodores, Easy Day Sunday Morning. When you hear reggae, Joe, hear some shit like that, you be like, nigga, that shit sound like that, man.
Right.
But we don't feel that way with go-go. Why
I
is
mean, if you do. I feel that way with go-go. I mean, ain't nothing like hearing your favorite song over a nice go-go beat. I mean, 'cause it's different, you know. It's different. You know, that's why I don't really knock, you know, covering other people's songs, but you gotta shy away from that because that's not working. Like, that's
Yeah.
not getting us in the door.
Now, when the go-go bands, when they do a cover, they cover somebody's song, and they make it sound better, like Miss Kim, Piece of Me,
Yeah.
and Backyard, Hello.
Yeah.
They made that shit sound better than the artist
They
did.
sure
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
But they
Yeah.
couldn't eat off that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't get a penny off that.
Not one.
And that goddamn LMA booed up every band.
I know,
fucking
hit
got-
that.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? And she sit back and
we
hit
didn't
that
chime
stuff.
in on it. So, I mean, I just feel like once go shy away from that and come up. I mean, these days with songs that people be liking, it be anything. So it just just think
So
about
when you do your raps, right? Do you do your raps from here or from the what you see the motherfucker stand in front of you?
I mean, I'm good at if I said like if I write, I write from the heart. But you know, if I freestyle, I just go for what I see. I just
So when you're in a room with a bunch of youngers in there, right? You say, "Oh man, I'm gonna get these little silly motherfuckers what they want."
Right, that trap in there.
And it's that trap.
I mean,
I'm about to go home and OD on some motherfuckers.
oh no, I
Boat.
definitely you would never get that from me.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh nah, you would never. I don't even do that, so I ain't gonna rap about nothing I don't do. If it ain't green, it ain't me.
I know that.
I don't do no other drug. I ain't never did it. Won't do it.
You're a writer, right?
Mhm.
You write love songs and stuff like that.
Do I write love songs?
Yeah.
Nah, I've been in love, but I ain't never wrote no love song.
You been in love, but you ain't never wrote one?
Nah, I can rap about love, but I can't sing about it.
Why not?
I ain't no singer.
Nigga, you come rap about some love. You know the
Tone.
women lose. Let me tell you something. You
You
start
little
rapping a love song.
harmonizer,
You know how many
nigga.
damn drawers be throwing up on stage at
Little
you?
Barry White.
Man,
What?
but
So-
the new music ain't about like it used to be. It's
Right,
about
that's what
calling
we
her
need.
a B and
Right.
bruh and smacking her.
That
Man,
shit
the new
crazy.
it ain't no love like we used to listen to. This is a whole new ball game if you listen to their music these days.
So Smurfs got to change that.
Yeah, is that you, Smurf? I need you to be like Keith Sweater, Go-Go Chan.
Keith Sweater, go
Oh, yeah,
crying.
they not
Crying.
crying, but they. Let me tell you something.
bring back
that
the
nigga been
love.
singing that
Bring back the
motherfucking
love.
shit, that same shit for 40 years.
Who that?
Make it last forever, and they still love that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Romance. You know,
I'll figure it out.
figure it out.
I'm gonna have the people saying something catchy.
Okay.
So,
Something catchy.
yeah,
It's gonna be trending for a whole long time, right?
I feel like it is.
What's up,
Crank
talking
don't
about
stop.
right now? Well, yeah,
People do.
you're a confident old motherfucker, boy.
Hey.
I'm looking at you like, God damn, nigga. You confident out
You
that
gotta
shit.
start from somewhere. If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you.
Hey, yeah, the way you treat yourself, the way the world gonna treat you, right?
Yeah.
So,
And that's real shit right there, son. So, you know, like I say, what do you see yourselves moving forward now?
moving forward, go getting in the game, getting in the door. At some point, I just feel like with what I'm doing and the people I'm working with right now is a step forward into that direction. So,
Now, if you was out front at the time we want a building, and they said access granted to come up to the penthouse to talk to the execs, what would you say when you get in the building?
Crank don't stop. People do. Let us in.
Let us in.
Let us in. let us in. Just hear us out and let us in, man. Let the people decide if they want us in or not. Don't y'all be the. Because I feel like it's not the people that don't like go-go and can't embrace it. It's the industry. That's just how I feel.
You know what they say, man. You can't get all them niggas money. Especially them DC niggas. Like in the penitentiary.
That's what I
Give
say.
all them niggas money, they gonna take the fuck over, Sam. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I feel the way I feel about. Don't nothing supposed to come out of D.C. except where the president live at.
Man, that's
So
all.
then you got no rapper. What rapper you know from the city that's big? Don't say
Shaq
Wale.
Lizzy,
Oh.
Wale,
No, Wale.
Goldie.
Gonna say that.
What's the white boy name from Montgomery County?
Now, how many of these rappers can you say from Atlanta and California and Florida? And
No, I
this,
mean, yeah,
that?
but we got
way more.
we got at least four, five, six of them that got a little something going.
And the remainder
especially
percent
the
is crabs in the
youngins. The
bird.
youngins like the Big Flocks and Money Ma and all of them. See, because we older, we don't know these cats. A lot of us don't know 'em.
Yeah.
But these dudes doing millions of views on YouTube.
Wow.
Money Ma and Rico Nasty, and
Oh yeah.
we got people that's really doing their
I mean,
thing.
if you plugged in with that social, yeah, I mean that's the new wave right now, the social media wave. So,
That's been
yeah.
for a couple of years. It's like Atlanta running the rap game for 20 years. The social media been the wave for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
The bottom line is if you don't have a fan base, you ain't going.
Yeah, no, I don't care who you is, what band you is. If Backyard ain't have a band base, I don't care how great Backyard sound, they still wouldn't.
They got a cult.
They do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cult.
They coming anywhere them
Any
boys
band.
play.
Yeah.
Oh, without
Yeah.
question.
I
So-
remember we went.
That's why I
It
feel
was
like,
almost
I mean,
over, and it
even
was
if good
$80 to
bands
get in.
do
And they was
original
saying
music, a lot of
And it was
people
like
to
20
get
minutes
in.
people they
left
want to go see.
in the show.
And people still
It was
coming.
$80, and they was the line was going around.
Oh,
the
yeah. I didn't pay
get
numbers
in.
to go see Backyard, so I know. I didn't stood in those lines, 100, what?
You know,
Yeah,
Go-Go is
yeah.
the only motherfucking place you know that the cut line works. You know what I'm
They
saying?
But I think the
started
cut line kind of hurt for the regular fan that they ain't got $100 to pay to
Yeah,
get it.
but I don't want to stand out there in the cold, so I
Yeah.
paid.
But they know
Ain't
you.
nothing
are.
like saying that.
Yeah.
Well, how about the person that don't really have
I
it?
know.
They
I
want to
know.
see. They got to stand out there about 2 in the
there early
morning
when
until they
it's
get in the
red.
go-go.
No,
Yeah.
So-
I ain't want to go too early.
When y'all said about only thing Washington D.C. is with the president,
I mean,
right?
that's just how I feel. I ain't,
Okay,
that's
now
just
number
me.
seven, we saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why on the inauguration the bands don't get to play? Why would the president say, you know something, for this inauguration, man?
Do they
since-
even know
But the
about
man
us?
let them play though.
That's the mayor. We're talking about the
you
man.
know-
Do
gonna
they
get the
know
man.
about us though? Do they know about go-go music?
They know.
The president? You think Trump
They
know about
know.
go-go
Hell
music?
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the city's music for my
I
inauguration.
feel like every
want
president
these
who's
motherfucking
been here
bands to
should
rock
know
out.
They
about
know.
go-go.
Yeah,
That's
hell
just
yeah.
how I feel. Every president who's been in since go-go started should know about the sound of its own. It's where you at.
Yeah.
If you don't, then like,
How you feel about the cities letting y'all get on the float and go down U Street and 14th Street,
That's why I said.
and but not giving y'all a place to play? Or let's say this: how the MCI Verizon Center will let y'all come to play when the fucking numbers are down.
that's a good question. Wish I
But
had
you
that.
gotta take it.
When they say don't mute go-go, this is the music of our city, but the city is not our city no more.
But again, you gotta take what
Go-Go
opportunities.
is still muted though.
Yeah, but you gotta take what opportunities are
Even with
presented
that
to you.
saying.
If somebody putting you in front of 10,000 people and you normally wasn't able
Yeah.
to play in front of 10,000 people, where's the complaint?
Well,
If the numbers is down, I'm glad they down. So now we got an opportunity
To play.
to spread ourselves around.
Right.
You got 10,000 people in that arena,
Right.
and right before it go you leave. You got the chance to play for them people to earn a new fan,
Yeah.
to sell a new record. It's all on you at that point,
Yeah.
because if you hit something that them, let me tell you something. White
then-
people love.
no, time out.
Go-Go.
Now down in Hamilton, when you go see a show down there, it's about 80% white people with I Love Go-Go shirts on. But we at the Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? Let's go uptown. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, but not in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because look at the destructive nature that go-go has left behind. Everywhere we go, bruh,
That's
we
fucked
fuck it up. Let's just keep it 100. We fuck it up everywhere, and we want to blame them. It's not the music; it's the people who come to see the show. They come intentionally. Remember what Rodney used to say to us? You ain't guarding the door, so
you
what
got
you
a
got
gun.
the gun for?
But it's crazy because the only place you really gonna see go-go is on 7th U with the party crashers dancing in front of the corner and the white folks walking by having fun with these motherfuckers. That's it. You think when Joe hit a point, they're gonna put these bands on U Street, go all the way down about 18th. We're gonna get hungry, thirsty. We're gonna patronize all the fucking stores. They gonna follow these motherfuckers 10 blocks this way, 10 blocks this way. And then what the fuck? They gotta walk the fuck back home. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because they put us on the float. But what are you gonna put us in a position?
Okay, what do we want? Then we need to map out what is it that we want.
Well, Mary Bird said the best. Don't sell mama grandma house. This our city, man.
But again, let's go back to that. You got so many people that don't pay their taxes, that they got their grandmama house, $1 million house, and they let it go for $2,500.
Yeah. But we so selfish though. I don't let it motherfucker. Why I gotta keep up with the taxes? Yeah, but some other
Or
motherfuckers
either they sell it to get the money, and then they move out to the county, and then we complain about gentrification.
Yeah.
You had a chance, bro. When we was growing up, we heard about gentrification coming. Do you remember growing up hearing about gentrification was coming? So what about all the dudes that had money to buy the blocks that they was hustling on?
So let's look at some of the older guys that was hustling on P Street and W Street that was smart enough
To buy
property.
You got the
And sit back and say, look, just pay the tax on this shit for 20 years.
You got
You
a
gonna be a rich
couple of
motherfucker.
you got a couple of them who did, but we talking about the majority of dudes who died on the blocks or went to jail for 20 years on the block could have bought a little of that real estate for
And they did.
pennies on the dollar.
I mean,
but didn't want to.
You know, it's because we weren't taught financial literacy. So look at all the guys, kingpin that are doing life. Had some Jew say, look, man, check this out, right? This money you making, you can buy 4 blocks on this motherfucking street.
Let me ask
And
you a
set
question.
your families up forever, man.
You're 100% right. But what happened on the wire? Did we not learn anything from the wire?
Nigga Bear was smart with it.
They gave us the blueprint in our face.
And Avon was still what? He
And
wanted
this-
to be the street nigga.
But they gave us a television show that showed us the blueprint. Go buy some property. They told us that 20 years ago.
Yeah,
18 years ahead of us.
yeah.
But we
They
still
told us to
far
go buy
behind.
Still
property,
didn't do
like
it.
Stringer Bell was doing.
And what Stringer Bell say,
Still left
even if they came after us, we so motherfucking clean. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They bought, when Avon came home, he bought him a penthouse, 2 or 3 cars. Man, that shit's clean, man. But look, Chet, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with us, man.
Man, we had a great time
Great
today.
time, man. Where can they find you on social media, man?
At Eddie Kane, EDDIEKAYNE, or Eddie Kane Show on Twitter.
What about you, Cranker?
Cranker Smurf _ too cool for myself. Instagram. Demarion Jones on Facebook. That's it.
Oh, yeah. About you, Juan? Where they find you at?
Tasha Way on Facebook and on Instagram, RedDrop_1.
Hey, man, you know how to find me on social media, www.don'tdate'em.com. Hey, this is the T-Spot. I want to thank y'all, man, each and every week for hanging out with us, man, showing out. We got a hell of a show next week. It's our pre-New Year's party for those who've been rocking with us since February the 5th, man. Got a hell of a show, man, a great show. I want to thank my guests, Eddie King, Cranker Smurf, just for coming out, hanging out with this, just really just talking from the heart, man. Like I say, Christmas holidays are coming up, man. I want y'all just to be safe. The pandemic is getting crazy. The numbers are spiking up, man. And most of all, man, when you wake up Friday morning, just be thankful, man. And get on your knees and pray, man. 'Cause like I said, a lot of us didn't make it, man. You know what I'm saying? And we losing a whole lot of people. I went to a funeral Saturday. A buddy of mine died from COVID. And to come find out when he got to the hospital, he had cancer, diabetes, and so much stuff going on at one time, man. Like I said, just protect yourself, wear your mask, wash your hands, man, and just be, like I say, be mindful, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Flaming Onesies on sale. They make great
yeah.
Christmas gifts. Hit us up.
You got them in all sizes.
all sizes.
Yeah.
And we got
Oh,
them from the
yeah.
thick girl to the big girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thick
Yeah.
girl to the big girl.
Everybody needs love.
Everybody needs love, Slim. Like I say, I love the Grinch, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, I tell y'all, the T-Spot, each and every Wednesday, 8 to 10, the Powerhouse Podcast Radio, www.sizzlenetwork.com. Download the app, hit the share button. We're giving away a lot of free stuff. Hit it up, Flaming Onesies LLC. Get your money, get your onesies up. Hey, we promised to ship it for 2 days, but because of this, what's the
I
name?
know.
How bad you want it, we can get it to you. You might have to pay a little extra, but you can get it. Like I said, this is T-Spot. See y'all next week.